let us not base ourselves on only academics, because if you produce a student with high grades but they don't have values, that means you have produced a half-baked student.
I like to appreciate the KICD and the Zizi Africa Foundation for coming up with this wonderful program, which has enabled us to see light at the end of the tunnel towards our future generation.
My name is Mr. Moses Muneni. I'm the head of the institution of Mpeketoni Premier and Preparatory School. We are happy to welcome the KICD together with the Zizi Africa for monitoring of the implementation of VBE in our school.
My name is Mutora Nancy, teacher of mathematics and business in Ocean of Wonders. As teachers, now that we are aware of the value-based education, we have at least ensured that in our lesson plan, as we plan for our lesson, we are able to include at least one value or two in the lesson.
As a teacher, I do teach creative arts and social studies, and in those my lessons, I am trying my level best to make sure my lesson plans, I'm trying to embed the values to the learners. As a school also, we have tried to create a club for VBE values, and the club members and the officials which we have chosen are also trying to make sure that they are enabling their fellow students or fellow pupils to make sure the values are being shown or demonstrated all over the school compound.
The reason we are implementing the VBE is because one of the reasons is the performance of the learners as well as the discipline, because discipline is very paramount when it comes to performance of the learners. You find most of the learners are now sharing their resources, they are helping each other, they are showing love, even for those learners who come from different backgrounds. They have changed also their mentality.
After the training, in our institution, we decided to start embracing the values. The team which was trained decided to embrace it through sensitization of the teachers and the learners, and using them in their teaching, incorporating them in their professional records like scheme of work and lesson plan. In our learners also, we have tried to make sure that they get these values, and most of them have really accepted and started changing their behaviors. From the behaviors to confidence and leadership skill, it has been acquired very well to our learners.
In our school, we have tried to put in measures or create posters that are showing the values to the learners. As a school also, we are much grateful for the Zizi Africa and KICD for making us to be amongst the school that is going to be piloted amongst the schools in the country. As a school also, we are much grateful for the school administration because they have supported us in all avenues.
Allow me to take this opportunity to appreciate the KICD and Zizi Africa Foundation for choosing our school as one of the pilot school of value-based education.
I like to appreciate the KICD and the Zizi Africa Foundation for coming up with this wonderful program, which has enabled us to see light at the end of the tunnel towards our future generation.
We thank the KICD and Zizi Africa for trying to implement or trying to introduce or sensitize the teachers on the VBE, because it has generally helped the learners as well as the community, and the parents are very happy about it. Those schools that have not started implementing value-based education, my advice to you is that take your time and try to implement it, because it's a long-term goal and it's going to help you very much in performance of the learners and trying to come up with a well-educated society with civilized and bright minds.
let us not base ourselves on only academics, because if you produce a student with high grades but they don't have values, that means you have produced a half-baked student. So it is good to ensure that we work on values. We ensure that our students are able to know the values and are able to practice them in their day-to-day life.
Our teachers all over the country, we want to encourage you to help us nurture the values which are embedded in CBE to the learners. These values, we can be able to nurture them to our learners if we just include them in our schemes or in our lessons, and we can be able to achieve the success in these values to our learners. Thank you.